it boils down to whether does casting as himself mean he can't put up, like, just how like Itachi's not going to put himself in Tsukuyomi, like for
I don't want to get
example.
bogged
So it
down on
depends.
that, but I don't know what you mean by why wouldn't he just let the tree do it real quick? The tree, as we know, takes several minutes to charge, and Naruto just cut it down. He had
Well, yeah,
absorbed
but
the
Madara
tree.
also took like what, an hour to get the other eye and all that shit. Like
I don't see why Naruto wouldn't just be able to cut down the tree if he pooped it out. I think he did the smart play there. If honestly, if he let the
I guess
tree
that,
do it, I think Madara would have failed and lost. Team Seven just would have beat him
yeah, I
before
guess
he
that
casted Infinite Tsukuyomi.
regard. So, so is if he can go in,
You're cutting out, by the way.
he just will once he's won. But if he can't, then that would make
Okay.
can't.
Yeah, Kamui, you are cutting out a bit, but I heard what you said for the most part. I got the idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I
Um.
don't want to say it again.
Again, I don't want to get bogged down on this. We know you can be put under your own genjutsu. Sarada does it, reflecting off of the sword in the Mitsuki retrieval arc.
No, but yeah, so real quick, I mentioned that the other day. There are ways, however, the problem lies with the context of when that can and can't be done and why. Because, for example, it's not like Tayuya or Kabuto are in their genjutsu when they're obviously hearing the sound of their flute. For another example, when it comes to the infinite Tsukuyomi, if we're led to believe that, according to frickin' Black Zetsu, the Renegon makes you immune, which is why Sasuke Susano and whatever. So if Madara is just immune because he has two Renegon and a Rene Sharingan, it just doesn't work on him, there's just nothing he can do. He just is immune in that case, assuming that is true. Now, assuming it's not true, well, then all he's got to do is be hit by the light. Granted, he was hit by the light earlier and not put under the Genjutsu. So then you start looking at, okay, like, well, Sarada only goes into Genjutsu when she looks at herself in the eye. Madara is doing the look at yourself in the eye by being in the light, yet he's not under the Genjutsu. You have to ask why. Like, it's a very weird situation. So I'm not going to say what is the case. I'm just going to present both sides.
That's fine. I do think there is easily enough to say that it's very likely he could put himself under if he really wanted to, just based on the fact that other people can do it. And it is about the power system of the world. It isn't about the light or the sound waves. It is about the chakra. And that's just how they travel, I guess. But we've
So
talked about this
with
before.
that in mind, though, do you, I mean, when Madara cast the Infinite Tsukiyomi, do you think Madara just expected Team 7 to just not be affected? Or do you think he expected it to work on them initially?
Do you. Well, he sees them with the Susanoo. Are you including that?
That's going to be a separate question after. So before the Susanoo, when he's just doing the Chibaku Tensei shit, do you think he's just expecting that he's going to go down through just caught?
I don't think it's necessarily one or the other. At the very least, he's probably expecting Sasuke to be. Well, I don't know if
Why?
he knows whether or not the Susanoo would be able to be pierced or not. So it depends on your interpretation of that.
Yeah, because like, I mean, in my personal opinion, even though like, honestly speaking, it doesn't make sense to me for Itachi to just be immune to Infinite Tsukiyomi because of the Susanoo. That
No,
just
it's not
seems
because
dumb.
of the Susanoo. It's because it's the Rinnegan, really. We've looked at this.
Exactly. And if that's the case, so Madara thinks Sasuke is going to be unaffected because of the Rinnegan. Now, of course, he might not necessarily, yeah, there's a Naruto aside, whatever. Sasuke, he's expecting, he's just going to beat Sasuke, right? Again, though, if Sasuke is immune because of the Rinnegan, then shouldn't Madara be immune because of the two Rinnegans plus Rinnegan Sharingan?
No. I mean the
Because it's not
Rinnegan
that Sasuke
Susanoo.
did a Genjutsu break. It just doesn't work on Rinnegan users,
No, no, no,
seemingly.
no, 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 no. I think it's the Rinnegan Susanoo. I think if Sasuke wasn't in his Susanoo, he would have been put under Infinite Tsukiyomi.
See, but that to me, and like, okay, even if that is true in the plot, to me that just makes no sense.
I mean, why
But because
exactly?
I think it shielding Sakura, Naruto, and Kakashi works because it's Sasuke's new Rinnegan six patch chakra is what's shielding them. It's Sasuke's chakra shielding them essentially. But Sasuke himself shouldn't need it. He doesn't need shielding. It just he has his own chakra. So I feel like Sasuke should be able to just stand there and be fine. He just needs the Susanoo to save everyone else. That's how it should work in my opinion. Whether or not it does work that way, that's how it should work, I think.
He has his own chakra, but it's more so disrupting the chakra network, which is important, which the chakra in the chakra network wouldn't like shield the chakra network. You could argue that shouldn't be like that,
But
but
then
then
again, though, then
Genjutsu
I'm just
itself is
like
weird.
it. But then it shouldn't like. Then again, if the Susanoo thing's just blocking it, the chakra network from being affected and whatnot, then that should just apply to other Susanoo or like an Kurama avatar or something. Like I don't feel like. I just feel like it's weird. I don't know. I just feel like the only Sasuke should be fine if he's just doing it to protect Team Seven. Is how it should be, in my opinion.
Okay,
Works
on
better,
this
I think.
note, we've talked about this before, so we can move on. I do want to ask one more thing. So, when there's a solar eclipse in real life, people have solar eclipse glasses that allow you to look at the sun, which block out practically all the light without damaging your eyes. Do you think, hypothetically, if Sasuke invented a transparent Rinnegan Susanoo, and I know you might disagree with me on this because we've had this other debates conceptually like this in the past. Do you think people could look at the infinite Tsukuyomi light, or the moon, I should clarify, when it's bright, when it's performing infinite Tsukuyomi, without being put under infinite Tsukuyomi while in Sasuke Susanoo? So they're seeing the light, but the chakra isn't hitting them.
Well, in that case, it would be that the light isn't hitting them because the Susanoo is blocking them. So it doesn't matter
We're
if they
just gonna
see the
say
light. What
that the
matters is if the light
Susanoo's
itself hits them.
blocking the chakra, but not the light. It's allowing one through, but not the other.
I just don't think that's how the Jutsu works in general, though.
Okay, well, let's just say the chakra's traveling on the light wave as a medium. Would you say that that's fair? Or it could be separate, but we
That's
could
more
just...
like how it works, probably, yes.
Yeah, okay, then that can work. In that case, in real life, we have like a red, green, blue, white light laser. You put like a green reflector in front of it, the red and blue light will pass through, whereas the green light stops. We do that in science class
I
and
mean,
stuff.
like, maybe if they had like a thing that does that, it can work that way. The thing is, I mean, it feels like it's like they're combined almost, like to the point that just like the chakra's just in the light. But if you can hypothetically somehow separate the two in a way that the Genjutsu would still work if the chakra could still like, yeah, if all those things could be done, then probably that would be fine. I just don't think that can be done in Naruto.
Well, I mean, with the analogy to real life, it's not that it's like in the light, it's that it is the light itself, because the white laser is the green light. It's not consisting of it, it just straight up is the green, red, and blue
Yeah.
light all at the same time. But yeah. So I think that's very interesting. Okay, next